right, welcome to Thursday Thoughts. Now I got a few things. I'm going to try to be a bit more techie this week. I'm going to share screens about what I'm talking about. So two things I want to talk about this week for Thursday Thoughts. One is foil assists. There's been the Foil Drive Gen 2. There's been a couple of knockoffs as well. The Manta, which we haven't actually seen in person. And then there's the pretty epic looking Flite edition as well with the jet board, but also kind of a Gen 2 or equivalent style foil drive prop with the motor. Haven't seen any footage with the foil drive specific Flite version, but let me share it with you and I'll sort of show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to zoom in, and this is what I'm talking about. The jet board's epic. You can see there's a jet here. I do think it's going to be a more, I guess, advanced sort of setup. Basically, with the foil drive, the lower you have the mast, the easier it is. As you move the prop up higher on the mast, the easier it is. So basically, when you're learning, you start like mid-mast. As you start to use it just as like a chip in, you move it higher up the mast. You can see that they've got theirs at about, looks like 20, maybe 25 centimeters, but hard to say exactly. And then you got the jet board, which basically has no prop. It's just power in the board. Epic. If you can get up easily enough. And I think it's going to be more advanced. It's going to be epic for those advanced riders, but a bit trickier for the beginners. So the fact they included this makes a lot of sense. Haven't seen any footage of what are they calling it, the amp mast versus the amp jet. I haven't seen any footage of the amp mast yet, but the jet board is a cool innovation, and it really just shows how important this jet board style thing is. And it's kind of been billed as downwind and sort of bigger wave stuff, which is exactly what we did when we launched the foil drive, sort of towing into bigger waves, and then for the Gen 2, and then also the sort of downwind specific stuff. So motoring up, jumping up, and then popping up, and basically to be able to do that sort of start on the Flite would be very difficult, because see right now how I'm above the water. I'm not foiling yet. It's only a very small bump, but I'm not foiling yet. So to be able to get up and still have power at this point would be very difficult. So the jet board is epic, but you're not going to be able to do these sorts of starts. You're going to need a substantial bump to get going, because you can't just motor whilst up on. You can't motor once the board is released from the water. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Pretty cool though. Excited to see that there've been people that have been, it's the next step. There's e-foils, and then there's foil assists, and then there's, I guess, your analog foiling, which is paddling in, which leads me to my next topic, which is foil camps, in particular for sup downwind. Now, I just was over in the Marshall Islands, Barren Island or Baran Island, and epic location. And they got this channel that the wind is, it funnels through there, and there's bumps, great for wing downwind, great for sup downwind, and jet skis and all the stuff, so you can have as much fun as you want. I'll share some footage of one of the sessions. So this is my client Dave paddling up in the bumps, and you can kind of see this is when the tide was against the wind, so the tide is outgoing, the wind is incoming, and you can see, I guess, how good the bumps are, like with this big trough here, and fully maxing out, having a lot of fun. And sort of fast forward a little. Yeah, you can kind of see that's the finish location over there. A little bit of a crash at the end. But yeah, epic location. I think foil camps are going to become more, are going to grow more and more. I think especially for sup downwind and like sort of bigger wave foiling, I think you're going to see more people wanting to do it. Like the foil assists are great, and I love teaching with them, but people only use them because they want to be able to get better at what they're doing and have more time up on foil. So if you can learn to sup downwind, you can get up anywhere. If you can learn to, I guess, paddle the wave and pump for longer, you no longer need the assist. So it's this sort of balancing act. And I think foil camps, especially for sup downwind, are going to grow. There's then the Voyager camps as well, which have been epic to see. The Voyager foil camps. And look, frothing to see it. It just means more people are getting into the downwind sort of side of things, and the fact they've got like an e-foil, like I guess foil drive specific teaching is really cool too. So yeah, I'm excited. I actually go to the Maldives. My next foil camp will be in the Maldives, and I'm making sure I've got a foil drive there to be able to teach with and progress with crew. And my plan is to have one that's like an e-foil setup and another is like a assist setup, so you can pump up above the prop. So yeah, they're my thoughts for this week. Foil assists, they're here to stay. Maybe there'll even be sort of races on foil assists in the future, and then foil camps to up your skills. And I think SUP downwind is still the ultimate. Foil assist is a step towards it, but you still, the fact you need a motor makes it, you know, it's not the ultimate. It's a step in the right direction. And a lot of people that I know have learned with the foil drive or the foil assist sort of style things, and then progress to the SUP downwind. Same with, I guess, like towing in with a jet ski. It's awesome fun, but when you can do it without a jet ski, it's like the next level. So it's all good. There's no right or wrong, but I think to me, SUP downwind is still the pinnacle, and foil camps are going to help you get there. So camps like the Voyager Foiler Camp, one of them in the Maldives, the ones I'm planning in the future that I'll keep you tuned for. They're going to be a good way to upskill, and I think an intensive way to learn quickly is a really good thing. So yeah, Thursday thoughts this week, a little bit high tech with sharing a screen, but yeah, hope everyone enjoys it, and speak to you next week.